Hi, this is Andrew from the Minecrafty family. Today I'd like to show you around a little bit in the U.F.O house, which is the setting of Wimpy Steve Book 6, Minecraft Mysteries. So the first thing I'd like to show you about the U.F.O house is how to get into it. Now as you can see, it's completely suspended off the ground, so obviously there's no door that you can just walk through. There is a cool hidden door though. So what you have to do is ultimately, because you can't reach the door yourself, you just need to hit the button to open it up. Now, if it's night and you're being chased by zombies and creepers and skeletons, there's this room here. Wimpy Steve thought it was a trap at first, but it's really designed to protect the player. As you can see, the walls come up when you step on the pressure plate, giving you a safe little spot to go use your bow. You hit one of either this button or that button. I'm going to get that one. And the floor opens up, and you can swim up the waterfall into the house. The safety cage automatically folds up underneath you. Now, once you get in, as you can see, the water is not turning off because the arrow's still there. So you can open the door, and then in all of the rooms, right off the water entrance, there's a little passageway. Here, you can pick up your arrow, and that turns the door off, and you can watch the water recede. Mobs can't swim up the water anyway, but it's always nice to get your arrow back. There we go. And that's how you get into the U.F.O house. Now, as long as you're here, I'd like to show you the engine room. Now, this is strictly for decoration, but I thought it was a cool touch. If you flip the lever, or hit the buttons, it starts up the engine. And then you can just flip the lever to turn it back off. I thought it was a cool redstone feature to include, to go along with the space theme of the U.F.O, and it was a good complement to the control room. Now, here in the control room, there are a number of buttons that Wimpy Steve did find out what they were accidentally, and a number of ones that he didn't. So, one of the ones that he tried out was the alarm. You hit this center button, or step on the pressure plate, and the light starts blinking, and the note blocks sound an alarm. It'll turn off on its own after a little while. That was one button that Wimpy Steve found. Another one was over here, which summons a firework with rainbow-colored sparks. And you don't need to worry about running out of fireworks for this one, because it will automatically spawn in new ones. Now, this is a button that Wimpy Steve didn't explore. If you click this button, it turns on the lights on the outer ring of the U.F.O, and they go all the way around the ring. And then if you wish to turn the button off, or the lights off, just hit the button again, and it will turn the lights back off. However, in the control room, it's really the levers that are important. If you head here, this is behind this door is the enchanting room, but if you step on the pressure plate, nothing happens. The door is locked. If you hit this lever, though, it unlocks the door, and you can walk right into the enchanting room. The same is also true for the door that connects the enchanting room to the crafting room. And here's actually what Wimpy Steve thought was the Enderman. Now there's one last lever in the control room that I'd like to show you. This one. Here, listen closely. Did you hear the pistons activate? That leads to a whole nother level that Wimpy Steve didn't even know existed. While you can climb down the arrow shaft, you'll notice that the walls have opened up around you. This leads you to a lower level that includes access to the outer ring, an animal pen, and a farm. Here's one of the outer ring access points. There's one on every section of the outer ring that connects to the U.F.O, and it acts like an airlock. So you can head up here, flip the lever, and the inside door closes, and the outside door opens, and you can head out onto the outer ring. Once you're on the outer ring, You can use this as a defensive feature to go get rid of any mobs that are hiding for you under the UFO house before you come out of your house in the morning. That way, you don't get surprised by a zombie or skeleton first thing in the morning that hid there to avoid burning up in the sun. Then to close the door, you just hit the lever again, and the outside door closes, and the inside door opens. This is the animal pen. I'll show you a little more of that later. This is the bottom part of the engine. There's another outer ring access area. Here are the farms, currently planted with carrots and potatoes because there's plenty of wheat outside in the crop circles. And there's an outer ring access area here, and an outer ring access area here. Also over here is the second arrow retrieval passage, and you can climb up this one as well. Now, what happens if you'd like to get animals into the UFO house? Or just get yourself out, for that matter. To get yourself out, we'll start with that. You just hit this button there. You're back in the water entrance. You click that button there. And it turns on the water, opens the door, and you can just sink down. And it closes up behind you. Now, to get animals up there, though, there's a special animal room. Doesn't look like much from the main floor, but it's got some cool features that Wimpy Steve didn't find. Ah, see that one? I missed the button with my arrow, so it automatically closed. Apparently I cannot hit the button. There we go. And I should be able to pick up all those arrows. So now if I swim up, and let me just go pick up the arrows. There's one in the grass. I can pick that one up later. But first I want to show you the animal room. If you head over this way, you have a room. It looks pretty generic. It's got some seeds, a saddle, some farming related stuff, and some wooden posts. I mean, there's not a whole lot here that you can see. But if you head this way through the door, this area of the water entrance has levers. This lever locks the door open, and the button automatically closes the water entrance behind you. But if you flip this lever, it will keep the water entrance on for as long as you need to get your animals up here. So you can swim down. Oh, there's one of them. Fitting for the UFO house. Although admittedly not a particularly smart one if it keeps stepping into the water. Anyway, you happen to come across a cow or something else that you'd like to bring into the UFO house. To do that, you can click the cow with the lead and swim up the water entrance yourself. As you can see, the cow will follow you. And you can just bring it up into the UFO house with you. Now in this case, I'm just going to go swim through this way to the animal room, and the cow will follow. Now I can hook the cow's lead to the fence post. And now I want to head downstairs. Okay, now that we're downstairs, we head this way. And we have this device here. If you flip this lever, it opens up a hidden door. As you can see, there's our cow, which allows you to then climb back up. You can unhook the cow from the lead, and then use lead or wheat or something to push it down there. Now, the cow didn't take any fall damage. It actually took 1 point of suffocation damage because it hit the roof. But it doesn't take any fall damage when it falls onto the slime blocks. This allows you to lead your cow, or chicken, or pig, or sheep. It doesn't matter what animal, you can do this for all of them. Into the animal pen with a lead or wheat. And there you have it. You now have your very own animal pen, complete with animals. Well, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoy playing in the UFO house as much as we enjoyed building it.